I think the senses matter because they give us a better understanding of the lived experiences of everyday urban users, both in the past but also in the present day. And if you think about that in terms of the contemporary application of that information, we can start to understand where people go in a city, the durable spaces, the continuities, the places that matter to people. We start to think about those and a little bit more in terms of the way that we plan and design our cities today. I think the most surprising thing was the complexity of the senses. So my training and background had always been to privilege the visual, and through the kind of experts that were brought in, through smell, through sound, through touch and taste, I started to think about the city in a different way. So I think that was the kind of most exciting thing. But then it was also a big challenge because you then have to kind of deconstruct all this complexity, and it gives you way more to think about than sitting in your comfort zone. So I think that's been both an exciting thing but also a kind of a longer term challenge to think about. Quite a lot of ways actually. I always used to think about emotion, attachment and place, and I used to think about lived experience as a really broad category. Doing this project the last 2 years has made me think much more about the fine-grained sensorial reactions that build up into lived experiences. So now, for example, when I analyse data, I think a lot more about sensory reactions within that analysis. But I've also thought quite differently about methods as well. I used to work quite a lot with documentary methods and try and read the senses or lived experiences through those. But being exposed to different methods from different disciplines, such as filmmaking or smell walks or whatever they might be, have made me think about how I can incorporate some of that to try and help me answer the kinds of research questions that have been stimulated by the project and by other projects I'm working on.